fastest way to start reading books. I have started reading books about 4 or 5 years ago, and I believe it's one of the most valuable skills that you can acquire. As reading books can enrich your knowledge and your baggage. Like that, you can understand more ideologies in life, and as well as you might be ready for more in life. So, reading books can be for various reasons. Go on your own journey to find the reason that is suitable and optimal for your situation. I believe as long as you're watching this video, you probably already have thought of the motive. So, how can you acquire that skill of reading books consistently? So, reading books, one thing that we should establish is that it's a habit. And just like any other habit, it must be built slowly. Habits get destroyed slowly and get built slowly. The rule here is to do it for 21 days straight, and usually after the 21st day, probably it will be just another task in your day that you don't feel the weight on your shoulders. So, how to get started as a practical steps. The first thing that you would like to acquire or you would like to do is choose the book that is optimal for you. There is self-development books, there is finances, there is all of the genres that you can think of, from scientific to literature to ideologies on how to do things. Everything it has a book. Some people might say that it's outdated. However, reading books till now, I believe it is one of the most efficient way to learn. So, what you would like to do after choosing the book that you would like to read is directly trying to read it. How you do so is by reading a minimum pages. Probably 1 or 2 pages a day if you have never read before. If you are already used to reading, you probably can go for 10. If you are very good at reading, you can go for 30, 100, but that is a pro level that we're not talking about here. So probably your level is average or you have never read before books. So go for 1 to 3 pages. If you feel comfortable, go for 10. I have tried this method before, and it was probably my most effective period on reading books. So, what you would like to have with you on reading books is that have some sort of highlighting systems. Probably take notes, probably just use highlighters. That generally can help you to, 1, memorize what is in the book, and also for you to keep going on reading the book. So, this is probably the most practical tips that you can go on reading books. Usually consistency takes time. Habits usually takes time. And all what you need is that motivation, that empowerment that you can have for you to stay consistent with reading books. I hope that I've helped you to understand how to build the habit of reading books consistently. I hope that I've helped you, and always remember to heal, inspire, and teach, and see you in the next one.